Greetings. On behalf of Oklahoma State University and the College of Agricultural Sciences and Natural Resources, I welcome you to the course Understanding Modern Agriculture. This is a course designed for people with all different types of backgrounds, whether you're someone who's worked on a farm your whole life or someone who's never been on a farm. The material here is hopefully accessible to people in high school or college, but also hopefully enlightening even to people who have a graduate degree in an agricultural science. Some parts of the course are going to be lectures. Other parts are going to be field trips, well, virtual field trips. To understand modern agriculture, we have to understand the advanced technologies used on today's farms and the scientific principles behind them. We're going to take a tour of the soil testing lab here at Oklahoma State, where they use advanced physics and chemistry to determine how much fertilizer a farmer needs to apply and what type of fertilizer. We're going to take a tour of the dairy farm at OSU. We're going to see a baby calf being born. We're going to see how the calf was cared for. We're going to see the milk cows entering a milking parlor and how the automatic milking machines milk the cow for us. At the swine farm, we're going to observe how pigs are cared for from the time they're born to the time some of them are breeding to the time some of them are ready for slaughter. At the beef farm, we're going to see recently born calves playing in the pasture. We're going to see a rancher artificially inseminate cows. We're going to see a feedlot. A quick visit will be paid to the wheat farm here, where we're going to see an experiment measuring the effect of fertilizer on wheat yields that's been going on for more than 100 years. We're also going to see a breed of wheat that was created by using chemicals to induce a genetic mutation in the wheat's DNA. Our purpose in all this is not just to see how modern farms operate, but to understand the controversies surrounding them. At the dairy farm, we're going to talk about antibiotic use on the farm. At the hog farm, we're going to talk about the animal welfare debate. On the beef farm, we're going to see a host of issues from the use of synthetic hormones to carbon footprints. And of course, when discussing agricultural controversies, we would never leave out genetically modified organisms. The purpose of this course is not to persuade you to adopt any particular opinion about an agricultural issue. Instead, we're going to focus on developing an understanding of why two equally smart and kind people can develop radically different notions about food. The main goal, and that's going to require us to delve into the social sciences like economics and political science. The main goal here is not to try to get you to form a particular opinion, but to help form your own educated opinion. This isn't a course about what to think. This is a course in how to think. You know, humans have overcome many challenges in the last few centuries. Many challenges remain. This course is going to talk about the evolution of modern agriculture from the 15th century in Common Era until today. We're going to witness how markets, property, profit-seeking have all led to a marvelous technological flourishing of innovation that's improved the efficiency of agriculture and has lowered the price of food. This course will mark how in the mid-20th century we learned that not every technology that reduced the price of food was good for humanity. We learned that pesticides can harm our health. We learned that plowing the soil can reduce food prices today, but it leads to erosion that can endanger the ability of future generations to feed themselves. We learned that placing livestock in small cages can reduce the price of food, but some wonder if the animals suffer. While we are still receptive to technological innovation today, we do not just assume any technology that lowers the price of food is good for humanity. We set a higher standard for agricultural technologies. We require more hurdles than before, different types of hurdles. For a technology to be adopted, it doesn't have to just be the fact that someone wants to sell it and a farmer wants to buy it. There has to be society's approval of it, and there has to be regulatory approval in many cases. Now, we all disagree on exactly what those hurdles should be, and that is the source of many of the agricultural controversies that we'll see. We've overcome many challenges, but we still have many challenges remaining in our quest to feed the world without harming the environment while respecting animals. Some of these challenges might require political solutions, so we would be doing the world a disservice if we ignored the political nature of food just because it made us uncomfortable. But don't worry, I promise you, this course is friendly to people of all political flavors. You know, food has never been just a source of nourishment. Our religion, our culture, it's replete with food symbolism, because what we eat doesn't just nourish our body, doesn't just determine our health. It broadcasts our identity. It says something about who we are. We're going to meet medieval Europeans who used food to enforce social inequality. And then we're going to meet modern day hunter-gatherers who use food to enforce social equality. We're going to look at why the ancient Jews put a ban on eating pork. We're going to look at why Buddhists have a ban on eating meat. And then we're going to meet a medieval monk who defended himself against accusations of heresy by the Catholic Church by proclaiming, "I eat meat." We're going to ask why the U.S. president pardons a turkey every Thanksgiving and then goes and eats turkey meat from a different animal. We're going to hear Stephen Colbert make a joke about the unhealthy American diet, and then we're going to talk about the positive side of food culture. You've surely heard the saying, "You are what you eat." Well, to understand what kind of people we are and what kind of people we want to be, we have to understand modern agriculture. So let's get started. We all know that food comes from farms, but I want to start this course thinking about the social institutions that give us food. To do this, I want to introduce you to my town of Stillwater, Oklahoma, and my favorite grocery store. And then I want to ask the question, who feeds Stillwater?